Hello everyone and welcome to Rev Sports Match Show. And India has won this series and they have clean swept Afghanistan. Yashasvi Jaiswal with 100, Prasidh Krishna with a fifer. Very good match for Indian team and very good teamwork. So before we talk about individuals, one by one, I'd like to ask both of you that now this series is over. So what are the positives and if there are any negatives in this Indian team according to this series? Coming to Shamik the first. So Shamik, I like to ask you first. Positives and negatives of this series for Indian team.
You don't count on the positives after a series against Afghanistan, Srishti. That is to
But
start with.
still,
And no, basically, actually, still they had. I mean, I read some comments on social media before the start
hmm?
of the series. Keyboard warriors and social media, zero connect with the ground.
They don't have any knowledge. They just
No, they don't have any knowledge saying that they can
yeah.
pose a threat to this Indian team. There is a gulf in class. If you don't, basically, it is for the. It is that's why it is social media, and that's why you will get a
Yeah.
lot of. A lot of stupid stuff on social media. But the fact of the matter is that there was never a contest. This series was never going to be a
100%.
contest given the gulf in class. Afghanistan still had a bit of. Had some decent bowlers. As far as their batting is concerned, it's sort of pretty bad, garbage. So from that point of
Hmm.
view, you don't count on the positives. Yes, Rohit Sharma getting into the group, and that was important because Rohit Sharma, after coming back from the injury, and he went to CEO and got the clearance certificate. And before this series was never going to be an audition for him. Um, I mean,
100%.
focus will be on the ODIs in England in July. But Rohit Sharma, that getting into that flow, getting into that match fitness. So over the three matches, what we have seen, it is sort of satisfied. Today he played some delightful shots, but when on song, he will play those. But again, the way he has been moving, the way he has been he has been moving his feet, that is one thing. And yes, I would go to the youngsters. For youngsters
Yeah.
like Gurnur Brar, he is a serious positive. Given that the Indian team has been crying out for a bowler of his style, bowler of his pace, and bowler of his style for long. So that is Harsh Dubey, sort of mixed bag. He needs to be more consistent. That is one thing,
Hmm.
Harsh Dubey. But overall, it's a good series. And other than that, Jasasi Jaiswal, yes, Jasasi Jaiswal hasn't yet scored a half century in ODI cricket because when
Yeah.
he scores big, he scores hundreds.
Yeah. 100%. When last time he scored 100, and now when he scored 100. Very
Hmm.
good knock by Yashasvi Jaiswal also. So these were the positive. Coming to Bharat. Bharat, in this series, there is one more guy about whom we are not talking much. He's Shreyas Iyer. Shreyas Iyer, like obviously we can't judge him due to one series and things like that. Everybody says that. But Shreyas Iyer was unable to score runs against the opponent against whom everybody was scoring runs. The pitches were good for batting. So, do you think it's a problem for Shreyas here going forward because the series against Ireland is also coming up?
See, in one day cricket, I don't think there is a problem with Shai Sair because he has done well
Hmm.
in this format. And in my humble opinion, modern day ODI cricket, I think it's the easiest of the three formats for me, in my humble opinion. So I don't think he should have much of a problem in this format, even if he has not scored runs in this ODI series. Yes, that could be an issue or two in T20 cricket. I don't know how he would go as a captain of the T20I setup because see, in the T20 is a little bit different from ODIs in the sense that you are always under pressure to score runs at a very fast rate, hit all those sixes, fours, and with him captaining the side now, he could come under some kind of pressure. But in ODIs, I don't think there's any major issue. See, for me, the positive signs were basically on the bowling front. It's always great to see a couple of Indian fast bowlers, 6 feet 3, 6 feet 4 inch tall fast bowlers, getting that kind of bounce, extra bounce from a good length. I've seen too much over 34 years of following cricket. I've seen too much of foreign pacers do that to the Indian batters where they're pinned on the back foot, they can't come forward. So I think that is the biggest positive sign. It's always great to have a couple of potential wicket takers up front, and I think that's what the Indian cap will take it, the kind of positives that they will take from the series. But as far as Shreyas Iyer is concerned, I think he should be fine in ODIs. So you generally get good conditions for batting even in England. It's not like you will go to England or in Ireland and the ball will seam around. Nowadays in white ball cricket you won't see that. So I'm pretty sure he will come back to form, get runs on the board in ODI cricket.
100% very rightly said. Shreyas Iyer is a person like when he came back from injury, everybody was rooting for him. Everybody was looking at him that he will score runs. Everybody was waiting for him to score runs because, see, everybody knows about his caliber. Everybody knows what he brings to the table. And now he is the T20I captain. So, Shamik, coming to you, I'll put the same question on you. Like, he hasn't scored much runs in this season. So do you think he's a captain in T20Is now? And it could be a problem because in IPL also he was a bit on and off. He was on, he was a very good scorer, but still in few matches he was unable to score runs for Punjab Kings. You are muted, you are muted. You are muted.
Nothing, zero. Yeah, today he was timing the ball very well. The first game was
Yeah.
effectively a T20. The first game, because of rain, it was effectively a T20 affair.
It was.
The second game, he didn't have enough of how many balls did he play. So you did once again. It is down to the those keyboard warriors and social media with zero understanding of the game. Those who said
100%.
that Afghanistan will mount a serious challenge to
Oh,
India. So the fact of the matter is that Shreyas Iyer, the way he has been timing, judge a batsman on the basis of how he's timing the ball. If he's
yeah.
timing the ball well, if he's getting enough time to play the ball, if he's getting time to play the ball, so you judge and and based on his footwork. So when you see the all three are in sync, then irrespective of the number of runs he scored, because number of runs is a different thing. You can get an unplayable delivery sometimes. Sometimes you are upping the ante, playing high risk cricket, and in the process you can get out. So the coaches, everything, the team, the support staff, everyone look at the selectors, look at how if those three are in sync. And in Shreyas' case, at this moment in time, the three are in sync.
Yes, very rightly said. Because I was waiting for this kind of answers from you both. Because I have again that keyboard warriors. I have read a lot of comments that oh you were everybody was saying make him the captain and now he's not scoring and things like that. So I was waiting for something like that. I was unable to watch his knock today, but I saw the scorecard and I saw that yeah it was okay because it was a dead rubber match. Rohit Sharma and Yashasvi Jaiswal literally finished the match off. It was never ever in the hands of Afghanistan players, whether it's batting, whether it's bowling. So he got less balls. He got less chances in this match, I would say. So it's fine, and I hope that he scores good runs against Ireland in the upcoming series, and we can only root for him. So Shreyas Iyer, not much of a concern, but yeah, after injury, I feel it's my personal opinion. I feel it. He is bit like 5-6%, I would say. He's a bit off color and he will hopefully find his rhythm very, very soon. And I think now we should talk about Yashasvi Jaiswal a bit because he got two matches and in one of the match he scored a century. And we have seen this before. It was against South Africa. In that series, he got all the matches because Shubman Gill was unavailable due to neck spasm. But in this series, he got two matches. In the earlier match he got out for 4 runs, and today I was waiting for him to score big. I was not expecting a century straightforward, I'll be very honest, but I was waiting for a half century or something like good 60-70. So there were many talks, there were many chatters that Ishan Kishan is doing a great job. So if Yashasvi Jaiswal did not score this century in today's match, it would be a big issue for him. But Bharat, I think now that he has scored runs, it would be a much more healthier competition because now him and Ishan Kishan are almost like they are doing almost a similar kind of job because he also scored 100 in today's match.
See, India's white ball cricket is such that the kind of depth that you see in terms of their batting department, there will always be competition. I have absolutely no issues with how Yashasvi Jaiswal goes about his business. The only thing I noted, at least against better teams, it felt as if he needs to rotate the strike a little better because he was hitting straight the fielders quite a bit, especially in that series against South Africa before he finally came good with a century. But otherwise, there is no real issue with how he plays in ODIs. Maybe in T20 cricket in the 2026 IPL, Jaiswal was not at his best, but in ODIs, he was going to come good at some point of time. And yes, Ishan Kishan is also in brilliant form. We have seen in the IPL, we have seen him here score 100. See, he's the kind of player. There was a time when it felt as if I'm going further back, when it felt as if Rishabh Pant was the better version of Ishan Kishan, especially when it comes to playing shots to the offside. Unfortunately, it seems like it has gone upside down when it comes to playing shots on the offside because Rishabh Pant is clearly struggling to play certain shots to the offside, while Ishan Kishan is improved by leaps and bounds. While if you look at the kind of shots that he's playing through the offside, so hats off to him for the kind of improvements that he's done with his grip, with his batting, because he's definitely a different batter to the kind of batter that I saw about 3 years ago or 4 years ago. It's very much seemed like a modern day quintessential batter who would play a lot of shots with the onside, high hit across the line, but is definitely improved in that aspect. If you still ask me on current form, the way Ishan Kishan is batting, I might just think of him being a slightly better option than Jaiswal when it comes to one of the top order slots. If you're looking at one of the top order slots, obviously Virat Kohli will also come in the equation now. But
Yeah.
among these two, I might slightly prefer Ishan Kishan based on current form, the kind of shots that he's playing. But Yashasvi Jaiswal himself is very much a brilliant batter. So there's not much. I don't think there's any real difference between these two.
What has
So
happened to Srishti? What has happened to Srishti? I think power has gone. Srishti is back.
Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, the power was gone as usual. Yeah,
Hmm, hmm.
so we have Simran over here. Hello, Simran, welcome. And I'd like to ask you the first question. It would
Simran,
be like we
first
are.
of all, how many? Sorry, Srishti,
Uh-huh.
Simran, how many people turned up? In hundreds or in thousands?
Yeah, that's what I was
So,
asking.
so I think there were a few people in thousands, but then the stands like opposing me, they were really empty. But then during India's batting, there were a lot of people who came in.
Okay. Over to you,
Okay,
Srishti.
so people were coming in when they were batting. Yeah, people were coming in when India was batting. Otherwise, no one was much interested, I guess, to watch Afghanistan batting. But I really feel ODIs are people are not enjoying ODIs more because this is the same ground, Chepauk. When it's a CSK match, it's filled up. It's filled up with yellow jerseys. It's filled up. And when it's India's match, there are so less people. I've seen the visuals, and there were hardly any people. Like in the daytime, currently I haven't seen it, but yeah, in the daytime, there were hardly any people. So I really think that ODIs, like Simran, people are getting a bit out of ODIs and they are getting more interested in the IPL, I guess, because the same IPL, even if it's a day game and CSK is playing, people turn up to come to the stadium in that scorching heat of March or April. You can hear me?
Simran, can you hear us?
Um, could you repeat your question, please? I think there was a lag.
Okay, I'm taking this question, Srishti, because
Yeah.
you have to repeat it again. Next question.
Hmm.
See, Srishti, two things. One is that you have to take that weather into account because an ODI starts at 1:30 and it is absolutely it is very painstaking. Mercury hovering around 40 degrees, unbearable humidity. You know how it can be in a coastal city. So from that point of view, that is, and once again, when after dusk fell, then India batted, and obviously it was expected. And I can assure you, I can guarantee that if Virat Kohli were playing, you would have seen, a lot more fans if Virat Kohli were playing. So he is the Pied Piper of Indian cricket. Wherever he goes and everything. In this time, I was in fact surprised that the support for CSK, even in the IPL, was half half. when they played against Royal Challengers Bangalore. And that's because of
Yes.
Virat Kohli. That's because of Virat Kohli. IPL, what happens? Uh, the game starts at 7:30 in the evening,
Hmm.
so it gets. I mean, things get a bit cooler. But this time, weather also, and also it was a dead rubber against Afghanistan. So both combined, I think. I mean, the low turnout was expected, sort of.
Yeah, but I always hope that when India is playing in their hometown, like in their at that's a home series. I really feel that some or the other crowd would come up, because earlier when we used to watch the ODI matches, even if it's I used to say one thing again and again earlier, that even if India plays against Uganda, people will turn on to watch it. So things like that. But yeah, I think things have changed a bit, and I think you are very right about this, that if Virat, and those people were Rohit Sharma fan, I guess, who came in that scorching heat. And if that was there, if today there were 1,000 people, it would be 2,000 or 2,500, something like that. But yeah, jokes apart, coming to Bharat, do you think that now people are bit going out of the like ODIs? People are more interested in T20Is and the IPL.
See, I'll put it in this way. ODI cricket is very much competing with T20 cricket. It's in direct competition with T20 cricket in the sense that ODI cricket, modern day ODI cricket, I'm thinking about modern day ODIs, not the ODIs that I used to see somewhere in the 90s. But in modern day ODIs, it's very much a bat versus bat contest, largely a bat versus bat contest. T20 cricket also largely a bat versus bat contest. But T20 cricket is very much fast paced, where with ODI cricket, it would take 7.5 hours, 8 hours to complete. So I think that is what is going against ODI cricket. Somewhere they perhaps have to, I don't know what exactly they need to do, because the white new ball doesn't swing. It swung a bit, little more today, but generally it doesn't swing. The white old ball doesn't do much in the air or off the wicket. And even if you look at the grip for the spinners, because the wickets are so flat, the spinners are also not getting much grip. So it's basically it's not able to differentiate itself from T20 cricket. But T20 cricket is very much fast paced, and that is why I think ODI cricket is losing out here. And also, one has to remember, ODI cricket doesn't have leagues. T20 cricket has a lot of leagues
Hmm.
to fall back on. ODI cricket is only
100%.
about international cricket. So a lot of things are going against ODI cricket. In that sense, Test cricket is completely different in the sense that when Test cricket is played with between two good sides, the ebbs and flows of Test cricket is very much different. So let us not compare these two formats with that format. But
Hmm.
it is kind of a struggle for ODI cricket. I think going forward, even if you look at some other countries, couple of years ago, I was watching a cricket match. I think it was between Australia and England, ODI match, big match, supposedly a big match, and about I would say about 1,000 fans came over to watch that game in a coliseum of 1 lakh at the MCG. Just 1,000 fans, one could see it. And last year I was again watching a New Zealand versus England ODI. Supposedly,
Hmm.
England is a big ticket team in the sense that Barmy Army and all would come out to watch them. But still, I would say there were about 500, 600 fans in a sitting capacity of what could be 15,000. So that tells you that I think bilateral ODIs, it's very much a problem. Yes, 50 over World Cup will continue. It will be obviously played in 2027. It will be played in 2031. But going forward, who knows? T20 World Cup might kind of replace ODI World Cup somewhere in 2039 or 2035, or yeah, or Olympics. Obviously, I think will be a big draw card going forward for cricket. But ODI cricket has a, I think it is a fight on its hands. Hopefully, it will come through the ranks, because I grew up watching ODI cricket back in the day in the 90s,
Same here.
when somewhere in Australia, even in countries like Australia, South Africa, you used to see full packed stadiums, jam packed stadiums. That's not the case now, even in countries like Australia, South Africa, or New Zealand. Hopefully, it will somewhat regain its lost glory. I don't think it will completely regain its lost glory in the future.
I hope that I don't have to see this anytime soon, that T20 World Cup is kind of replacing the ODI World Cup, because I've grown up watching one day internationals. I have grown up watching 7 match series in one day international, and the ODI fan in me is very unhappy the way people are reacting to ODIs. I've seen kids sitting beside me, and then they're saying, They are playing slow, man, and I was like, this is not 20-over cricket, guys. You have to move on from IPL and T20. You have to grow up a bit. But anyways, it's their opinion. I will quickly come to Simran. Simran, when Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli, both of these players, they whenever they play in their home ground, it's almost the craze is unbelievable. And currently, Virat Kohli is not there. Rohit Sharma is there, and Rohit Sharma played a very good knock today. So when Rohit Sharma was playing, how was the mood there in the stadium? How were the crowd and people reacting to his knock? The pull shots he was playing at that particular point of time.
I think definitely there was a lot of tears even like when he was batting. But what was most noticeable was that even when it was Afghanistan's turn to bat, people kept chanting Rohit Sharma. And
Oh,
when he was
wow.
standing near the boundary, people were constantly just moving from their seat and going up to him. So yeah, when he was batting, it was just magnificent. And people were really sad when he got dismissed.
And
Yeah,
not
because
only,
people were
and
hoping
Simran,
for. Hmm.
not only is batting, he also took three catches up front in the sleep.
Yeah, he's a great slip fielder, man. Oh my God. I watched those three catches. I was like, I was feeling like some youngster is standing over there and he was taking catches and back-to-back catches. It was him, Prasidh Krishna's ball and Rohit Sharma's catch. And I was very happy that he was able to take those catches. So before we wrap the show, I think we should quickly talk about Prasidh Krishna. Also, he took a fifer. So coming to Shamikda first, Shamikda, I wanted to ask that Prasidh Krishna did a really very good job. Today he took 5 wickets and only conceded 23 runs with the economy of 2.8. I know it's against Afghanistan. I can totally understand that fact. But keeping that in mind that Harshit Rana was injured, now finally he's back to the squad. Do you think there would be any competition between Prasidh and Harshit in the coming time?
No, once Harshit is fit, Harshit is a different profile. Harshit is a fast
Yes.
bowler who can bat a
Hmm.
bit, and the team management is trying to develop him as a bowling all rounder.
Yeah.
So he's a different
Yes.
profile. He's a different profile. Rashid Krishna had a good day at the office today, but then again, it's
Hmm.
Afghanistan and their batting is so poor. He will have to do it
Yeah.
against
So
better
so bad.
opponents. That is number one. And number two, I was more impressed with, although Gurnur Brar didn't take too many wickets, I was
Yes.
more impressed with Gurnur
He
Brar,
took one wicket.
especially for his ability to operate with the way he operates with the older ball, the way he casted that batsman bowling with the older ball. So I was rather more impressed with Gurnur Brar over the series, over three matches.
Yes.
The way this youngster has bowled is a serious positive for Indian cricket, for the Indian team going ahead.
I will just add a
So
few
you're saying
points
there
if I
would
can.
be
Just add a few points if I can. Just add
please.
a few points. I guess
Yes.
2 3 minutes I will take. See, if you look at Prasidh Krishna's ODI record, he's taken 45 wickets in 25 matches at an average of 25
Hmm.
with a strike rate of 26. Not very sure what exactly the problems that Indian fans have with him. Yes, his economy rate is around 5.9, but his strike rate is 26. His bowling average is 25. He's almost taking 2 wickets per every ODI. Not exactly sure what's the problem because today also the
Hmm.
kind of wickets that he took, it was not because of bad batting,
Hmm.
it was because of good bowling. He bowled it on a fuller length, got a little bit of swing. He's added that wobble seam ball, which is great to see because Indian pacers don't usually use that wobble seam ball. Here is one bowler who has added it. I got it confirmed by the Karnataka wicketkeeper himself, Kurtik Krishna, who keeps wickets for Karnataka. He also confirmed the same. So these are good pointers to see. And he's going round the wicket to left-handers, which is doing it from ball one. I don't think bowling from over the wicket really helps him because in the sense that he can't get his lines right at all while bowling from over the wicket to a left-hander. So these are some really good pointers. He's going fuller. Obviously gets bounce, bowls at good pace, and his record in ODI cricket is pretty good. 45 wickets at an average of 25 and a strike rate of 26. So I think he's doing fine. Hopefully, he'll keep improving because I see some improvements both in his test game as well as in his ODI game.
Srishti, before you wrap up, I have a question for Simran.
Hmm.
Simran, how was the
Very nicely
facilities in
said.
the stand?
Hmm.
How was the facilities in the stands?
So I was in the hospitality lounge, but then I think even the other stands, there were a lot of people serving food and everything because the crowd was also
No,
less than what it turns out to be in
no,
IPL.
have you spoken to any common fans
I can't hear
in terms
you.
of them getting water and all? Have you spoken to any of them?
Um, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible. Yeah, you are, Simran. You are audible. Go ahead. Carry on. You are audible. I think there is some internet issue, and we have come to the back end, absolutely back end. Just before signing off, I have a question for Bharat. Bharat, what do you think? I mean, when you see in the Test cricket, Manav Sutar played, and in the ODIs, Harsh Dubey played, and I mean, very ve- what should I say? There is a very obvious there's a very obvious difference between the two bowlers, like the way he's more classical, he's a more classical left arm spinner, Manav Sutar. But the way Harsh Dubey played these two matches, what is your assessment on this left arm spinner?
Yeah, Marstrobe is more of a modern day left arm spinner, as you just noted. Sutar is more of a classical left arm spinner. Harstobe in the sense that he will bowl quicker through the air, look to bowl stump to stump, wicket to wicket bowling, maybe a little bit of turn if he gets. It obviously helps him. I think he's doing reasonably well in limit overs cricket. But Manav Sutar definitely looks like more of a test prospect in the sense that he's not just a classical spinner who gives the ball a little bit of air, but he can also. But what I've seen is he can also get purchase when he bowls quicker to the air as well. So that is a very good pointer to look at because someone like Simon Harmer came out to India and he was not just able to flight the ball, but also got purchase while bowling quicker through the air. So in that sense, I think Sun Sutar will be a good prospect in Test cricket. Harsh Dubey could be a useful prospect in limit overs cricket because you see when you get
Finally, Indian cricket has a spinner who can give ribs on the ball.
yes, that's what purchase. He gets that purchase.
Yeah.
Sutar gets that purchase. Doesn't just get purchase while giving air, but what I've seen is he gets purchase even when he balls quicker through the air. So that really should help him. He can do both. He can he can ball quicker and get purchase. He can also give air and get purchase.
Simran, I think you also have some internet issues, and so we are wrapping up the show with the news that maybe very likely in the next 2 days there would be the team selection, ODI squad selection for the England tour. India would be playing 3 ODIs in England in July, and we have already reported that Virat Kohli is very much on track to be part of the squad. He is expected to check in at the COE on Monday for his final evaluation of because he sustained a hamstring injury during the final of the IPL against Gujarat Titans in Ahmedabad on May 31. And for his re-evaluation, he will go to COE very likely on Monday, and he is expected to clear the fitness test. He is expected to be declared fit. We have no confirmation yet as regards Hardik Pandya's progress, Hardik Pandya's rehabilitation, because Hardik Pandya he suffered a quad injury ahead of the ODIs against Afghanistan, and that ruled him out of this 3 match series. And then he has been doing his rehab at the COE. But at this moment in time, there is still a question mark over Hardik Pandya. On that note, we are signing off. We are signing off, and and a very good night to our viewers. Thank you.